Hey there, South Jersey. I'm Cape May County Herald Digital Sports Director Pete Thompson, and this is Under Review. Under Review brought to you by Burke Motor Group. We have swimming, wrestling, and high school basketball all ahead for you, and we will start on the hardwood, where the Boardwalk Basketball Classic dominates the scene in Wildwood as teams from all of our Super 6 schools are in action last week. To the Wildwoods Convention Center we go, where it's girls basketball first. Last Wednesday night, it's the rivalry game between Wildwood Catholic and Wildwood. The Crusaders up by 13, 29-16 to start the third quarter. Early in the third here, at number 1, Mackenzie McCracken for 2. Mackenzie McCracken cuts into the Wildwood Catholic lead. And later, it's number 1, Mackenzie McCracken to number 2, Maddie McCracken for 3. The Warrior girls attempting to make a run, but run is all the Crusaders do. End of the period, and look at number 33, Caitlin McMullen. She plays a little game that we like to call Beat the Clock. McMullen beats the buzzer to put Wildwood Catholic up by 16 after 3. And in the fourth quarter, McMullen picks right up where she left off. Another 2 of her team-high 16 points. Wildwood Catholic using balanced scoring as 3 of the Crusaders' 5 starters finish in double figures. Number 32, Brielle Herbert, 8 points, but she wins the award for the snazziest move of the night right here. 85-64 the final. Wildwood Catholic wins the Andrew Alamino Championship and the hardware that goes with it. Steve DePatry's girls 3-0 at this point of the week. But as we check scoreboards from the Boardwalk Basketball Classic, Wildwood Catholic loses on Sunday to Haverford, PA, 46-33. Caitlin McMullen, the only Crusader in double figures, as she scores 11 points, but it's not enough as Wildwood Catholic enters this week 3-1. On the bottom half of this screen, you see Lower Cape May girls. They go down to Clearview, 43-25. Olivia Levin's 9 points, leading the way for the Caper Tigers in that contest. In Sunday action at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic, Cape May Tech knocks off Our Lady of Mercy Academy, or Olma, 41-24. Eris Walker with a double-double for the Hawks, 12 points, 15 rebounds. Jules McAnulty, a team-high 13 points in Tech's first win of the season. And Lower Cape May bounces back from the Clearview loss, 41-23 win over Delsea on Sunday. Number 10, Olivia Levin, a perfect 50% from the floor, 7 for 14. She scores a game-high 18 points. The Caper Tigers enter this week with a 3-1 record. Our final girls score from the Boardwalk Basketball Classic has Middle Township going down 31-24 against Winslow Township. Jenna Herlihy, 10 points. That is Middle's first loss of the season. The score at the bottom of the screen from earlier last week, that's where Middle beat Shawnee 39-28. Bridget Ruskey, 15 points to lead the Panthers in that game. And our final girls basketball score also from earlier last week, the Ocean City girls winning at Olma 53-4. Ouch. Alexis Payon, 13 points to Cole Piergross, 9. Paul Baruffi's team begins the week at 1-1. This week at 1-1. That is girls basketball. Back to the highlights now as we turn our focus to boys action. Again, it's a rivalry game at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic as Wildwood Catholic and Wildwood tangle in the feature game last Wednesday night. First quarter, number 5 in blue is Ryan Legler. On the run, count the basket, plus the foul. Legler pushing the tempo for Wildwood Catholic. And later in the first, it's Legler for 3 off the assist from number 3, Caleb Fields. 13.7 assists for Ryan Legler in this one. Wildwood has an answer. Number 1, Kion Clandridge with the steal. Number 20, Trayvon Young the finish. It's 36-34. Wildwood Catholic leads by 2 at the break. In the third quarter, Young keeps it going for the Warriors, pulls up from the free throw line, stops and pops. A team-high 21 points for Trayvon Young. Wildwood Catholic with too much depth for the Warriors to shut down. Number 30, DJ Smith with a game-high 23 points for the Crusaders. 85-64 the final. Wildwood Catholic wins the Andrew Alamino Boys Island Championship game. Dave DeWeese's team 3-0 to start the season at this point. Checking boys scoreboards from the Boardwalk Basketball Tournament now, and Ocean City wins 44-35 over Haverford last Wednesday night. Connor Laverty a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Garrett Jones just misses out with 11 points and 8 rebounds. Wildwood with a tough loss on Saturday afternoon against Mast High School. 57-54 the final. Justin Soto a game-high 23 points, but it is not enough for the Warriors. In Saturday night action, Cape May Tech roughed up by Boys Latin High School out of PA. 78-20 the final there, but good news on the bottom half of this board as Lower Cape May with a win 34-32 over Kings Christian. Pat Holden, the son, not the coach, a game-high 13 points, including the deciding 2 free throws to win it for the Caper Tigers. Lower off to a 2-3 start to the season. In Sunday morning action, Cape May Tech picks up an overtime win over Wildwood, 57-49. The Hawks outscore the Warriors 10-2 in that extra period to win it by 8. Josh Wright with 18 points for Tech. Jack O'Donnell and Dominic Jones each at 12. Cape May Tech 2-3 so far. Wildwood just 1-4. Meanwhile, Lower Cape May goes down by 7. 57-50 to a team from Glasgow, Delaware. Pat Holden's game-high 31 points, not enough to prevent the Caper Tigers from falling to 2-4 on the season. And our last score from the Boardwalk Basketball Classic on the top here from Sunday night as the Wildwood Catholic boys lose a tough one to Monsignor Farrell out of New York, 63-50 the final. DJ Smith 23 points, Caleb Fields 16, but the Crusaders do lose for the first time this season. They are now 3-1 overall. The score on the bottom is Lower Cape May. That's a Lower Cape May loss at home last Tuesday night to Egg Harbor Township, 46-41 the final in that contest, and that is boys basketball. We will segue from hoops to the pool now as we have 7 swimming scores to tell you about. We'll start with boys action. Middle Township swims past Cape May Tech, 92-78 last Monday. The Panther boys now 3-2 on the year. Cape May Tech bounces back the next day with a 1-point win over Cedar Creek, though, 85-84. Riley Hoffman wins 2 events for the Hawks. Cape May Tech finishes 2nd and 4th in the 400-yard free relay to finish on top by 1 point. Also last Tuesday, the Ocean City boys swim past Absegami 52-42. Red Raiders are 3-3 so far, and we'll throw in a co-ed score as Ocean City, well, that's Wildwood Catholic, beats Lower Cape May 121-48 last Monday. And finally, 3 girls swimming scores. Middle has no trouble with Cape May Tech 104-66 last Monday. Maddie McGuire does set a school record for Cape May Tech in the 100 breaststroke. Cape May Tech bouncing back with a 107-63 win at Cedar Creek. Julia Johnson, JJ, wins the 50 free and 100 free for the Hawks. They are now 2-1 so far. And last but certainly not least, the Ocean City girls, 79-14 winners at Absegami last Tuesday. The Red Raider girls, always tough to beat. They are off to a 5-0 start, and that is high school swimming, which leaves us with high school wrestling. Just 1 score as Ocean City goes down at home, 36-22 to Paul VI. Middle Township and Lower Cape May, the only other schools in our Super 6 that have high school wrestling. We are still working on establishing a connection with those coaches. But that's it for the scoreboards. Before I go, I do want to remind you that I can't do this all by myself. If you see Stephanie Sella out and about at your school, please say hello. Steph Sella is our on-the-scene person as she shoots the highlights, and she's editing this video actually right now. She edits the video before we put it out to you on the web. Also, if you have a story idea or a suggestion, please feel free to contact me at pthompson@cmcherald.com. pthompson@cmcherald.com. For now, though, that's week number 4 of Under Review, brought to you by the Burke Motor Group. I didn't hit that one too good. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here next week.